we have Dustin McKenna on the phone. So about a month ago, I did a Raph's Good Take, and Dustin is doing a really cool thing. He takes veterans out hunting and angling. It's the Armed Forces Initiative. And Dustin, just wanted to have you on today and talk to you a little bit more about just what a great thing you're doing.
Yeah, hey guys, I appreciate you having me on. So the Armed Forces Initiative is part of the Backcountry Hunters and Anglers organization, and really the goal of the Armed Forces Initiative is to provide the military community with knowledge of conservation and help them become conservationists and have a new mission of conservation when they leave the military. I got involved last year with AFI. I'd been home from a deployment for about a year, and I was really trying to figure out, hey, what am I going to do next? And decided that this was where I wanted to put my focus. I've been really lucky in my life to have some outdoor mentors from my grandpa, my dad, countless people that I now call friends. And I find peace in the outdoors, and, everyone's heard of, 22 veterans a day committing suicide, mental health issues in the military. And I feel really strongly that if we can provide the opportunity for more veterans to get outdoors and find solace in the outdoors, that, it will only help make those numbers decrease, as well as, help increase the opportunities in public lands across the nation, really.
Folks, we got Dustin on the line, the Allo VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber, where they understand the importance of exceptional service with a local heart. Dustin, man, this is Aaron Davis. We got Rico here to you. Dustin, where are you at right now, man?
I'm at my house, thankfully, inside. My kid goes to Malcolm, and they've canceled school today. So
you're out in the Malcolm area?
Yeah, I live just on the west part of Lincoln, so we commute up to Malcolm.
A lot of snow drifts out in that area, brother.
there is.
Dustin,
I think I got a 1.5 foot in my driveway.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Dustin, you mentioned, man, I don't want that number to go unnoticed, a staggering number, the number of suicides. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, so they say 23 veterans a day commit suicide.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, 22 veterans a day are committing suicide. This is anywhere from, veterans that have been out for a long time to people that are, still serving. It's a staggering number. That there's a lot of good people doing a lot of good things to try to decrease what it means.
Dustin, what branch of the military were you in, man?
Yeah, so I currently serve in the Nebraska Army National Guard. I've been in for 12 years now.
Thank you for your service, my man. Dustin, why did you start this? Obviously, you mentioned up to 22 veterans commit suicide a day, which when you said that first, I just had goosebumps just thinking the tragedies and how the amount of families that are left behind wondering why. Me and Raph particular knows an individual where that took place as well. Me and Raph both do. Actually, unfortunately, a few. What was it about? What rose up in you? It's like, I've got to do something. What was that call for you?
Honestly, it's been something that's been on my mind for a long time. Like I kind of mentioned, when I'm in the outdoors, whether I'm hunting, fishing, camping, like that's where I find peace. Everything else that's going on, whether it's stress at work, stress at home, you can really just kind of separate yourself and be in the moment and be in nature. And it's been there for a long time. And honestly, the national organization AFI put out a calling and said, hey, we need somebody in Nebraska to get this thing going. And I thought to myself, well, here they are reaching out. I've been thinking about it. I guess this is the time. And so last June is when I started really trying to get the thing going here.
Dustin, that is remarkable, man. A saying I've always had in my head is, if not you, then who? If not you,
Absolutely.
Then who? And my dad was a strong proponent of that mantra. Raph, go ahead, my man.
So as of right now, you guys have took one trip, correct, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's correct. We had a pint night to really kind of kick everything off back in August of last year. And then we did our first hunt in December, just about a month ago.
Awesome. And then I know that there's a legislative bill, I believe, on the floor right now. How do you go about getting funding for these hunts?
Yeah, so the hunt itself, we had some incredible sponsors, and honestly, I got some incredible friends. My friends Paul and Mitch Spawnell they got a duck boat and a trailer full of decoys. They brought everything out. Another friend, Josh Myers, who's in the military with me, came out and helped kind of guide and did all the cooking. Another friend, Russell Kuhlman, a pilot in the Nebraska Guard, and he brought all his gear out to really set the veterans up for that. And then on top of that, was able to work with some local businesses. Shields bought each one of the veterans a duck call or donated gift cards that were used to buy duck calls. And then good friend Annie Hyatt, who works there, was able to use this as her local organization to sponsor, which paid for the lodging. The Elmwood Meat Locker, Elmwood donated all of the meat for the weekend. And again, that was a contact through the National Guard, Mark Meisenberg. Costco donated a gift card to pay for the side dishes. Selma Java Roasters donated coffee to keep everyone motivated. And then Boss Shot Shells donated all the shotgun shells. So everything that was done for the weekend was done through sponsors and donors that allowed us to get those 6 veterans out.
That's awesome. What do you have planned? What's in store next for you?
Yeah, so we're looking at getting together and doing a spring turkey event, and then at our waterfowl event, we worked with John McKenna, who's a waterfowl biologist for Game and Parks, and he came out and talked. And we're looking to do another event with him where we get some guys out to do waterfowl biology and some help with goose banding efforts here in the eastern part of the state. And then as we continue to grow, we're looking at doing an upland event and eventually some deer hunting and fly fishing. And that's just in Nebraska. There's AFI events all across the nation going on. Last year, there was over 3,000 veterans that got out as part of the Armed Forces Initiative.
Dustin, do you know Sean Donald?
Sean, I do not know.
Sean Donald is with the Salute Troops, and they do a golf event, and that's someone that Raph, we might have to connect him with, because although it's 2 different type of events, obviously one is golf, yours is hunting. Collectively, I think it's a good thing because there's a lot of golfers that hunt, there's a lot of hunters that golf. So that would be a good connection for you to have as well. Sean Donald, we've had him on our show before, and Raph, it's probably time we get him back on again. But that's a question back to you again, man. When you yourself, you mentioned that, going out to hunt helps, with stress, the daily grind, going back into civilian life, etc. Both of my brothers were in the military. My brother Mark served in Desert Storm. Obviously that was a very short war, but nevertheless, you were over there. You've seen a lot of things. You don't forget what you see. And coming back to and turning that switch off, how tough is that for veterans? Because folks that like myself and Rico and Raph, who weren't in the military, that weren't in any combat, etc., how hard is that psychologically, man, to turn that switch off and adapt back into civilization? Not civilization, but regular society, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone deals with it a little bit differently. You see, stressors when people come home and they deal with reintegrating with their family, and that can take some time. I mean, I've been lucky in that I haven't been in an environment that was combat related, but even I spent 9 months in Africa and coming home from there and just reintegrating, becoming a husband, becoming a dad again, and figuring out what your role is in the family. It takes time. And understanding how the world back here keeps moving even when you're gone.
That's a great point.
So when you come home, everything that you fall back in. Well, my wife did everything for 9 months while I was gone, took care of the kids, got them to where they needed to be, took care of herself, work. And then you come back and you have to figure out how you fit back into that picture, as opposed to while you're gone, like your mission set is like, I wake up, go to the gym, go to work, go to the gym again, go to sleep. And you do it you're just on a cycle for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely difficult. There's a lot of resources that are out there for people to help them reintegrate. I think AFI is a good one. Get them into the outdoors, find that, that slow pace, break from things where they can kind of mentally get themselves back where they want to be.
That's awesome.
Dustin, I tell you what, I got one more question for. I'm not sure if Raph does before we let you go, but the next question I have for you, man, is a very important one. How do folks find out more about what you do? Where do they go?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you simply just Google Armed Forces Initiative, it'll pop up under the Backcountry Hunters and Angler page. And on that link is all of the events nationwide for AFI, the leaders for AFI in every state. So, if you're listening to the show and you're in, Iowa, but you're a Nebraska fan, so this is your radio show, you can go find your Iowa rep or Kansas, wherever you are, there's a rep for your state or your region. My email is nbafi@backcountryhunters.org. And then I'm on Instagram at BHA_Nebraska_AFI. If you can't find a rep for your area, feel free to reach out to me and, I can help get you in contact. But that's really the three easiest ways to find more information, to donate and to see what events are going on.
Raf, Dustin, I appreciate, because Raf, will you tweet that out, that information?
Yep, definitely.
As well. And folks, if you follow Raf, give them your, if you please share with them your Twitter handle, please, so they can find that information.
It is Chris Raff7. Chris Raff7.
Chris Raff7, folks, definitely do that. Raf is going to tweet that out. I'm sure Raf is quick on it. He's going to get that out, because I want people to get this information, because, Dustin, Raf, even as we speak, we have no idea someone who may be contemplating a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And that's the thing that's why the sense of urgency is there. We talk sports and things like that, but this is real stuff. Not this is the ultimate wins and helping these people win their lives back. Unknown Texter, we appreciate you. Unknown Texter says right here, this is powerful. He goes, and Dustin, I want you to hear this. He goes, thanks for sharing the story. Came home from deployment after 15 months and felt like a stranger in my own home for a while. So that is something, and he says, doing well now, thanks to family and patience and community support. But I thought that was very poignant where he says, came home from deployment after 15 months and felt like a stranger in my home for a while. Dustin, I know that you make an impact. That right there, those messages right there show that you truly make an impact. Raf, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Dustin, I do thank you so much for coming on today. When I did that Raf's Good Take, I was just like, this is awesome. I mean, I guess knowing you for as long as I have, it doesn't surprise me one bit. Just, the type of person you are. You've always been super awesome, even back to the Nebraska gymnastics days. But is there anything else that you'd like to tell us here today?
Yeah, no, I think just the only other thing is, just wanted to mention that there is a Senator Danielle Conrad sponsoring a bill to establish a veteran waterfowl season in Nebraska. So pretty cool effort that she's doing to try to provide more opportunities for veterans. So I just, ask people that there's a lot going on in the legislature at all times. So just be aware of what changes are being made and things that could affect people and help people. So just, ask people to check it out and, maybe even see whether, it's not AFI, it's another organization, but just try to be involved and make changes that are better for the community and better for everyone.
Awesome.
Dustin, we appreciate you so much.